I am very, very, very happy to be here.
Jako sam sretan što sam ovdje.
I'm sorry that I don't speak Croatian.
Ispričavam se jer ne pričam hrvatski.
But I know a very beautiful word which expresses very, very well my feeling now, which is hvala.
Ali
hvala.
Zato znam jednu riječ koja odlično opisuje ono što sada osjećam i što želim izreći, a to je hvala.
First of all, I want to say thank you to God for bringing me here.
Prvo se želim zahvaliti Bogu što me doveo ovdje.
For me it is a big gift sharing with you this time of prayer, of praise.
Za mene je veliki dar što sam ovdje s vama i što mogu s vama dijeliti ovo vrijeme molitve, slavljenja.
My English is not perfect, so he has my permission to change my words however he wants.
Moj engleski nije dobar, pa zato on ima dopuštenje promijeniti svaku riječ koju želi.
I would like to share with you my personal story.
Želim s vama podijeliti svoju osobnu priču.
Which is not easy for me, even in Spanish.
Koju mi nije lako ispričati ni na španjolskom.
It is not easy because many things have happened in a very short period of time.
Nije lako zato što se puno stvari dogodilo u kratkom vremenu.
I need to use metaphors to understand my own life.
Morat ću koristiti metafore da bi razumjeli moj život.
Imagine a person who goes to the beach.
Zamislite osobu koja ode na plažu.
Just to have a walk with the feet in the water.
Samo da bi prošetala s nogama u vodi.
And walking in the water, all of a sudden a big wave comes and explodes upon him.
I hodajući po vodi, odjedanput ogroman val naiđe i udari ga.
And he says, what's going here? I came to wash my feet and then I'm completely wet. I need to understand what's going on.
I onda se pita šta se ovdje događa. Došao sam samo malo umočiti svoje noge, a sad sam jedanput cijeli mokar. Što se događa?
It's not a perfect metaphor of what happened to me in my life.
Nije savršena metafora onoga što se dogodilo u mom životu.
I didn't want to go deeper into the water.
Nisam želio ići dublje u vodu.
I was very much happy with my personal relationship with God and with the church.
Bio sam jako sretan i zadovoljan sa svojim osobnim odnosom s Bogom i sa crkvom.
A very superficial relationship, which was enough for me.
Jako površna veza i odnos koji je za mene bio dovoljan.
I believe in you.
Vjerujem u tebe.
I love you.
Volim te.
I am very, very well in the church.
Jako mi je dobro u crkvi.
And that's it.
I to je to.
We had like a secret relationship, God and I.
Imali smo jednu tajnu vezu, Bog i ja.
As secret lovers.
Kao tajni ljubavnici.
I love you very much.
Volim te jako puno.
But there is no need that the rest of the people know that we love each other so much.
Ali nema potrebe da drugi ljudi saznaju da se toliko volimo.
So yes, I will love you at home.
Voljet ću te kod kuće.
With the door closed.
Sa zatvorenim vratima.
And you know that I love you, right?
I ti znaš da te ja volim.
Okay, when I come back home, I will love you again.
I kad se vratim kući, opet ću te voljeti.
But I have to work. I have to go to work.
Ali moram ići na posao.
I have to go with my friends to enjoy a party.
Moram se ići zabavljati s prijateljima.
I'm going to do sports.
Ići na sportske aktivnosti.
And there is no sense that you come with me to these places.
I nema smisla da sa mnom ideš na sva ta mjesta.
Wait for me at home, wait for me in the church.
Čekaj me kod kuće i čekaj me u crkvi.
And one day, to my surprise, appears in my mind a very stupid idea.
Jednog dana, meni neobjašnjivo, u glavi mi se pojavi jedna na prvi način glupa ideja.
Expressed in 3 very simple words.
Izražena u 3 jako jednostavne riječi.
Speak about me.
Pričaj o meni.
The idea was so stupid, so absurd, that I rejected immediately. Puff.
Ideja je bila toliko glupa i toliko apsurdna da sam ju odmah odbacio.
I love table tennis, ping pong.
Volim ping-pong, stolni tenis.
So it was like a ball that comes to you and you spontaneously you hit it back.
To je kao da vam lopta dolazi refleksno i odmah pogodite.
But the balls come back again.
A lopta se opet vraća.
And you reject it again.
I opet ju odbaciš.
And for 3 years, the ball was coming back and again, back and again, back and again.
I 3 godine ta se loptica vraćala stalno.
Speak about me, speak about me, speak about me.
Pričaj o meni, pričaj o meni.
So one day I was tired of pushing the ball back,
Jednog dana mi je već dosadilo vraćati stalno lopticu.
So I decided to take the ball.
I odlučio sam ju primiti.
Okay, do you want me to talk about you? This is absurd.
Ovo što želiš da pričam o tebi, to je apsurdno.
First of all, because I don't know much about you.
Prvo, jer ne znam mnogo o tebi.
I feel you are a mystery.
Čini mi se kao da si misterij, tajna.
Even for me.
Čak i za mene.
I don't understand you.
Ne razumijem te.
Second,
Drugo,
because I have to recognize that I feel ashamed of you.
moram priznat da te se malo i sramim.
I was not able to make the sign of the cross in front of anyone.
Nisam imao dovoljno dostojanstva da napravim znak križa pred nekim drugim.
At home, yes.
Kući da.
In fact, in my house, since I was a kid, praying was something natural.
Stvari, od kako sam bio malo dijete, u mojoj kući je molitva bila prirodna i normalna stvar.
Before eating, we always prayed.
Prije jela uvijek bi molili.
So it was like a natural thing to start before eating, making the sign of the cross and saying a prayer.
I prije jela bila je najnormalnija stvar prekrižiti se i izreći molitvu.
But I remember many times that I went to have lunch or dinner with a friend.
I sjećam se mnogo puta kad bi otišao na ručak ili večeru sa prijateljem.
In a restaurant, in a bar.
U restoran ili bar.
And I had the impulse of making the sign of the cross.
I imao sam kao već prirodni impuls napraviti znak križa.
But then I thought, no, you're in front of people, so you just...
Sam rekao, ne, pred ljudima si.
And in my inside, yes.
Ali u meni, ja bi se pomolio.
Okay, secret relationship with God.
Tajni odnos s Bogom.
So this stupid idea of speaking me about God, it was absurd.
Ali ova ideja o tome da ja pričam o Bogu bila je potpuno apsurdna.
Another logical thing is that I know God and you know God. We too know that I am not the good person.
Logičan slijed događaja je bilo da ja kažem Bogu, Bože, ja te znam, ti znaš mene, ja nisam dobra osoba.
The priests that have heard my confessions, they know the truth.
Svećenici koji su čuli moju ispovjed, oni znaju istinu.
The rest of the people, they know nothing about me.
Ostali ljudi nemaju pojma tko sam ja.
And I can, how do you say, les puedo engañar.
Mogu prevariti.
To the rest of the people.
Bilo koga drugog.
I'm an actor.
Ja sam glumac.
And I can play the good man.
I mogu glumiti jako dobrog čovjeka.
But you and I know the truth.
Ali ti i ja znamo istinu.
I'm a sinner.
Ja sam grešnik.
So it is not a good plan for you.
To nije dobar plan za tebe.
That I speak about you.
Da ja pričam o tebi.
My advice is look for someone else.
Moj savjet je pronađi nekog drugog.
Because so far, if I have made a sin,
jer do sada, ako bih sagriješio,
you know it, I know it, I tell you the priest, that's it, that's the end of the story.
Ti znaš, ja znam, kažemo to svećeniku i kraj priče.
But do you imagine that now I speak about you and then I commit a sin?
I zamisli sad, ja pričam o tebi i onda griješim.
Oh, and people will say, oh, you are the one speaking about God, but you're a sinner.
I onda će ljudi reći, ti pričaš o Bogu, a griješiš.
What a shame for you.
kakva sramota za tebe.
So why don't you look for another person?
Zašto ne potražiš nekog drugog?
And then the same stupid idea, speak about me.
I onda opet ista glupa ideja, pričaj o meni.
During 1 year approximately, I met 12 people.
Kroz otprilike godinu dana upoznao sam 12 ljudi.
People that I didn't look for.
Ljude koje ja nisam tražio.
They just appeared in my life.
Samo su se pojavili u mom životu.
As you have appeared in my life, I haven't looked for you and you are here.
Kao što ste se vi pojavili u mom životu, nisam vas tražio, ali tu ste.
Well, I met 12 people one by one.
Upoznao sam 12 ljudi, jednu osobu po osobu.
And it was funny because they talked to me about God.
I bilo je zanimljivo jer pričali su mi o Bogu.
In a moment when I didn't want anyone to speak to me about God.
U trenutku kad nisam želio da mi itko priča o Bogu.
I fall into a big personal crisis.
Ušao sam u jednu veliku osobnu krizu.
Not just spiritual, but my whole life was in crisis.
Ne samo duhovno, nego cijeli život mi je bio u krizi.
And nobody knew it. Not even my wife, not my friends. Nobody knew it.
Ni moja žena, ni prijatelji, nitko.
Only God and I knew our secret.
Samo Bog i ja znali smo našu tajnu.
One day I entered into a church and I said my last prayer.
Jednog dana ušao sam u crkvu i izgovorio svoju posljednju molitvu.
I said, I don't understand you.
Rekao sam, ne razumijem te.
We are not going to talk anymore.
Više nećemo razgovarati.
Goodbye.
Doviđenja.
And I feel as if God had said that day, okay, now I'm going to take care especially of you.
Osjetio sam da je u tom trenutku Gospodin rekao, od sad ću se posebno brinuti za tebe.
So he sent me these 12 people.
Poslao mi je ovih 12 ljudi.
In very different circumstances.
Na vrlo drugačije načine.
Who spoke to me about God and their faith.
Koji su mi pričali o Bogu i njihovoj vjeri.
The first one, it was in my territory. It was a television congress.
Prvi put bilo je na mome teritoriju, na jednom kongresu o televiziji.
By the way, I work for television and cinema and advertising and publicity and media. The media, that's my field.
Usput radio sam na televiziji, u kinima, u svim vrstama medija.
And I see myself in the parable of the lost sheep, no? The shepherd who goes to find the lost sheep in the territory where the sheep has gone.
I pronalazim se u onoj prispodobi o izgubljenoj ovci, kada pastir ide i traži tu 100 ovcu u teritoriju.
He came to find me in my territory.
Došao je pronaći me na moj teritorij.
And in this congress, television for producers, and I saw a priest.
I na ovom kongresu sa producente za redatelje vidio sam svećenika.
And I thought he's lost.
I mislio sam on se izgubio.
There is nothing that a priest has to do here.
Šta svećenik ima raditi ovdje?
And he was with a big camera.
I bio je sa velikom kamerom.
So I made him a favor. I went to him and said, excuse me, what are you doing here?
I učinio sam uslugu i došao i prišao i pitao ga, šta radite ovdje?
Do you know this is a television congress? And are you an actor? Maybe you are an actor. No, are you a priest, a true priest?
Pitao sam ga, znate li da je ovo televizijski kongres? Možda ste glumac, možda glumite svećenika.
So he laughs and says, yes, I'm a true priest. I'm really a priest.
On se nasmije i rekao, da, ja sam stvarno svećenik.
And what are you doing here?
I što radite ovdje?
And he said, I evangelize.
Kaže, evangeliziram.
I said, you what?
Evan šta?
What do you do exactly?
Što točno radite?
And he said, I have a camera.
Kaže, imam kameru.
I have a lamp.
Imam lampu.
I have a chair.
Stolicu.
I sit down, I switch on the lamp, switch on the camera, and I speak about God.
Sjednem, upalim kameru, upalim lampu i pričam o Bogu.
And I put it in the internet.
I stavljam to na internet.
I thought, what a freaky. I don't know if this...
Kakav frik.
And talking to him, he was a very nice person.
Ali pričao sam s njim i bio je jako draga osoba.
He told me that he was a drug dealer before.
Rekao mi je da je prije toga bio diler narkoticima.
And he belonged to a Satanist sect.
I pripadao je satanističkoj sekti.
And he was the boss of a group of a gang with 40 people fighting every Friday and Saturday.
Bio je šef jedne gangsterske bande i svakog petka i subote išli su se tući.
And I thought, oh, that's a good interview.
I onda sam pomislio, to je dobar intervju.
So I asked him, do you mind if I make you an interview?
Pitao sam ga da li bi vam smetalo ako napravimo intervju.
He said, yes.
On je rekao, može.
With 2 conditions.
Uz 2 uvjeta.
I said to him, with 2 conditions.
Ja sam mu rekao, uz 2 uvjeta.
First condition, with no watch.
Prvo, bez sata.
I don't know how long would it take to make this interview.
Ne znam koliko će nam trebati da odradimo ovaj intervju.
If you are in a hurry, we don't start.
Ako ste u žurbi, nećemo ni počinjati.
I never prepare my questions.
Nikad ne pripremam svoja pitanja.
We will start talking and we will see where the conversation goes to.
Počet ćemo pričati gdje razgovor nas odvede.
And he said, yes, okay, ready.
On je rekao, ok, može.
And he said, second condition.
Rekao sam mu drugi uvjet.
Without fear to the truth.
Bez straha od istine.
Do not wait easy questions.
Ne očekujte lagana pitanja.
I'm going to ask you my questions.
Pitaću vas svoja pitanja.
My doubts of faith.
Moje sumnje i sumnje o Bogu i o vjeri.
And the questions of my friends.
Pitanja mojih prijatelja.
They are not stupid people.
Oni nisu glupi ljudi.
They are not bad people.
Oni nisu loši ljudi.
But they don't understand why are you so sure that God is in this piece of bread.
Ali ne razumiju zašto vi vjerujete da je Bog u tom komadiću kruha.
Why are you so sure that there is heaven?
Zašto ste toliko sigurni da raj postoji?
Why are you so sure that God has chosen you?
I zašto ste toliko sigurni da je Bog odabrao vas?
To forgive my sins.
Da meni oprosti grijehe.
So, if you are ready for these questions, we start. If not, no. I don't want a publicity, a commercial about faith. I need answers.
I rekao sam, ako ste spremni na ova pitanja, možemo početi, jer ne želim raditi publicitet za vjeru, nego želim odgovore na ova pitanja.
And he said, come on, let's start.
Rekao, ajmo, možemo početi.
We had the interview few days later.
Par dana iza toga imali smo intervju.
I made very, ¿cómo se dice, antipáticas? Rough questions, tough questions.
Pripremio sam teška, gruba, žestoka pitanja.
Even nasty questions.
Čak i zločesta pitanja ispod pojasa.
I thought I was pushing him to the end.
Mislio sam da ga guram prema rubu.
With a lot of arrogance from my part.
Sa puno arogantnosti i bahatosti.
And what happened is that I threw him the stone, but the stone was a boomerang.
I dogodilo se da sam mu bacio kamen, ali ispalo je da je kamen bumerang.
So the boomerang flashed.
Bumerang se vratio i pogodio mene.
Second question.
Drugo pitanje, opet bumerang.
And third and fourth and fifth, and in the middle of the interview I had the need of crying.
Treće, četvrto i u sredi intervjua imao sam potrebu da zaplačem.
So I said, I'm sorry, I have a telephone call.
Ispričavam se, imam telefonski poziv, moram.
I need a moment.
Treba mi trenutak.
So I went behind the tree to cry.
Otišao sam iza drveta i isplakao se.
So I cleaned my eyes, I come back.
Došao sam sebi, opravo se.
And 5 minutes later, I have another call.
5 minuta iza, imam još jedan poziv.
It was the opposite thing that I have planned. No?
Bilo je potpuno suprotno od onog što sam planirao.
And even when he said, I don't know the answer to my question.
Čak i kada je rekao, ne znam odgovor na tvoje pitanje.
I remember saying to myself,
sjeća se da sam rekao sam sebi,
spontaneously, in my inside,
spontano, iznutra.
Quiero lo que tienes tú. I want what you have.
Želim što ti imaš.
I don't know what it is, but I want this.
Ne znam što je to, ali želim to.
I finished the interview and then a few weeks later I met another person.
Završio sam taj intervju i nakon nekoliko tjedana upoznao sam još jednu osobu.
She was the Miss Mundo, Miss World.
Bila je Miss svijeta.
Beautiful woman from Dominican Republic.
Prelijepa žena iz Dominikanske republike.
I met her where? In a television.
Gdje sam je upoznao na televiziji.
In my territory.
Na mom teritoriju.
And she spoke to me about God again.
I počela mi je pričati ponovno o Bogu.
So I said to her, do you mind if I make an interview?
I pitao sam je, da li bi vam smetalo da napravimo jedan intervju?
2 conditions.
2 uvjeta.
And it happened exactly the same. I was hit by every answer. Every answer was hitting me.
I dogodilo se potpuno isto. Svako pitanje je bilo poput bumeranga.
Then I met a boxer in France, the national champion of boxing in France. Boxing.
I onda sam upoznao nacionalnog prvaka u boksu u Francuskoj.
Another interview.
I još jedan intervju.
Then I met a Japanese sculptor.
Onda sam upoznao japanskog kipara.
Who works in la Sagrada Familia Church, Holy Family Church in Barcelona.
Koji radi u katedrali Svete obitelji u Barceloni.
And again.
Ponovno.
In very all kind of circumstances.
U svakakvim situacijama i okolnostima.
I could tell you one by one of these encounters, but it would take long.
Mogao bih vam ispričati u detalje o svakom od ovih susreta, ali bi predugo trajalo.
To make it short,
da skratim.
I found a beautiful way of living with faith.
Pronašao sam prelijep način kako živjeti u vjeri.
Which was much more beautiful than what I have lived so far.
Koji je bio puno ljepši od onoga što sam živio prije toga.
I found out that faith is not an intellectual thing.
Saznao sam da vjera nije intelektualna stvar.
It's a heart thing.
To je stvar srca.
And if my plan was to understand God in order to love God.
Moj zaključak je bio da bi trebao razumjeti Boga da bi ga mogao voljeti.
And I found that it is exactly the opposite.
A pronašao sam da je potpuno suprotno.
You first love God.
Prvo voliš Boga.
And then you understand without knowing how is it that you understand him so well.
I onda shvatiš bez da uopće saznaš kako si to shvatio.
It all depends on faith.
Sve ovisi o vjeri.
Faith means trust.
Vjera znači povjerenje.
You trust God and he opens his, I don't know if this is theologically correct, he opens his personality to you.
Povjeruješ mu i onda on, ne znam je li ovo teološki ispravno, ali on otvori svoju osobnost tebi.
As when you trust a mountain guide, I love mountains. Sometimes when you have to go to a very difficult mountain to your level, you hire a mountain guide.
Ja volim planine i kao kada želite ići na neku planinu koja vam je teška, unajmite vodiča za tu planinu.
And you have to trust him.
I morate mu vjerovati.
You don't interrupt him
ne prekidate
before
ga.
Trusting him.
Nego mu vjerujete.
You just put your life in his hands.
Stavite svoj život u njegove ruke.
You leave him take the decisions of your trip.
Pustite mu da on donosi odluke, iako je to vaše putovanje.
You do what he decides.
Radite ono što on odluči.
If he decides to go forward, you go forward. If he decides to stop, you stop. If he decides to go back, you go back.
Ako on odluči idemo naprijed, idete naprijed. Ako on odluči stajemo. Ako on odluči ići nazad, idemo nazad.
It's the only way to go to a superior level than what you're up to.
To je jedini način kako da odemo na još višu točku od one na kojoj jesmo.
If you want to get to your level, you don't need anyone else.
Ako želite doći na svoju razinu, ono gdje jeste, ne treba vam nitko drugi.
If you want to go higher,
ako želite više,
you need to trust someone else.
Morate se povjeriti nekome drugome.
So, I insist that this is a very, very metaphorical way of telling my change, the change of my life.
Shvatite da je ovo jako metaforički govor o promjeni koja se dogodila u mome životu.
I'm still trying to learn how to trust God.
Još uvijek učim kako vjerovati Bogu.
And it is not an intellectual process.
I to nije intelektualni proces.
My mind is my enemy.
Moj um je moj neprijatelj.
In my case.
U mom slučaju.
The more I think,
što više mislim,
the more I lose confidence in God.
Gubim više povjerenja prema Bogu.
Love is not a logical thing.
Ljubav nije logična stvar.
Love is trusting someone.
Ljubav je vjerovati nekome.
And giving yourself to someone.
I dati sebe tome drugome.
And He's the leader. God is love. That means God is the one who gives Himself to me.
I Bog je vođa u ovom slučaju. On je ljubav i on se prvi daje meni.
When someone loves you, the only thing that you have to do is surrender.
Kad vas neko voli, jedino što trebate učiniti je predati se.
You can't fight against love.
Ne možete se boriti protiv ljubavi.
It's exhausting.
Iscrpljujuće je.
Have you ever fight against your parents?
Jeste li se ikad borili i svađali protiv svojih roditelja?
Yes. It's exhausting.
Jako je iscrpljujuće.
Because parents love us so much that they will still love us, even though we fight them.
I iscrpljujuće zato što roditelji će vas voliti, iako se svađate s njima, iako se borite protiv njih.
So one day I accept. I was about to say I decided. No, I didn't decide anything. I accepted.
Jednog dana sam prihvatio, i ne želim reći odlučio, nego prihvatio.
That He wanted me to talk about Him.
Da je on želio da ja pričam o njemu.
Which means that since my job is to speak, to tell stories through cameras.
I budući da je moj posao pričati priče preko kamere,
the decision affected all my life.
Ta odluka je utjecala na cijeli moj život.
Including my job.
Uključujući moj posao.
And so his decision, which I accepted, is, okay, from now on I will only speak about you.
I njegova odluka koju sam ja prihvatio je bila, od sada ću pričati samo o tebi.
I have no idea about how this is going to happen.
I nemam pojma kako će se to dogoditi.
I really don't have any plan.
Stvarno nemam nikakav plan.
My only plan was to do it.
Moj jedini plan je bio učiniti to.
And first of all I talked to my wife.
Kao prvo, pričao sam sa svojim suprugom.
And I said, you know what, darling?
Rekao sam, znaš li što, draga?
I'm going to change my job.
Promijenit ću svoj posao.
Oh yes, honey?
O da, dragi.
What are you going to do?
Što ćeš raditi?
I'm going to speak about God.
Pričat ću o Bogu.
Aha.
Aha.
Yes, I'm going to start a new production house to speak about God.
Da, pokrenut ću novu produkcijsku kuću koja će pričati o Bogu.
And her question was, what are we going to eat?
Njeno pitanje je bilo, a što ćemo jesti?
And I say, I don't know.
Ja sam rekao, ne znam.
I need time.
Treba mi vremena.
Give me some time.
Daj mi neko vrijeme.
And I will find the money to do this.
I pronaći ću novac da se bavim ovim.
Okay, she gave me time.
Dala mi je vremena.
We agreed that I would dedicate to this 6 months.
Dogovorili smo se da ću posvetiti 6 mjeseci ovom projektu.
And after 7 months, she asked me, how is it going, darling?
Nakon 7 mjeseci pitala me, kako ide, dragi?
And I said, it's going very well.
Rekao sam, ide jako dobro.
How much do you have?
Koliko imaš?
And he said, I have nothing.
Rekao sam, imam ništa.
I have to omit many things that happened during that conversation, okay?
Moram izostaviti puno stvari koje se dogodile tokom tog razgovora.
But I heard that this boxer that I mentioned before, the French boxer whose name is Tim Guénard.
I čuo sam da je ovaj francuski boksač koji se zove Tim Guénard.
He was coming to Spain for a conference.
Dolazi u Španjolsku na konferenciju.
So I went to pick him at the airport.
I otišao sam pokupiti ga na aerodrom.
And I said, Tim, I need you to pray for me tomorrow at 6.
I rekao sam mu, Tim, trebam te da se moliš za mene sutra u 6.
Because tomorrow at 6, because I have been looking for money for 7 months and I have got €0.
Jer sutra, a već 6 mjeseci sam tražio novac, imao sam €0.
And tomorrow I have another meeting because during those 7 months I was having a lot of meetings with a lot of people. No?
I sutra imam novi sastanak, a tijekom tih 7 mjeseci sam imao jako puno sastanaka s jako puno ljudi.
Everybody that I met told me that's a wonderful idea. That's a wonderful idea. Yes, yes, yes.
Sve koji sam upoznao, rekao sam, to je prekrasno, to je odlična ideja.
You know what? I have a friend who can help you.
Znaš što, imam prijatelja koji bi ti mogao pomoći.
And I was enthusiastic. Oh, he has a friend. Great, great. So I went to visit the friend, and the friend told me, oh, this is magnific. Yes, I love the idea. I have a friend.
Ja sam bio toliko entuzijastičan i otišao bi posjetiti tog prijatelja i taj prijatelj bi rekao, kako dobra ideja. Imam jednog prijatelja.
So the number of friends that I have in 7 months was immense.
Broj prijatelja kojeg sam upoznao u tih 7 mjeseci je ogroman.
But nobody wanted to put €1.
Ali niko nije htio dati €1.
So I told that to Tim Gennard, the boxer.
Rekao sam to Timu,
And he
boksaču.
said, tomorrow I have another meeting.
Rekao sam, sutra imam još jedan sastanak.
And for that meeting I have prepared a business plan. Do you know what a business plan is?
Za taj sastanak sam pripremio poslovni plan. Znate li šta je poslovni plan?
Yes, you know? Oh, I'm sorry I didn't meet you that time ago because I didn't know what a business plan is.
Žao mi je što vas nisam upoznao prije, jer tad nisam imao pojma šta je biznis
So
plan.
I did a business plan without knowing what it was.
Napravio sam poslovni plan bez da sam znao šta je to.
I had a business plan, a PowerPoint.
Imao sam poslovni plan i PowerPoint.
And a cash flow. Cash flow.
Cash flow.
Cash flow. It means story tale of money. Story tale.
Znači, priča o novcu.
You create a story tale. Well,
Stvorite priču nekako.
so he told me,
Rekao mi je,
you don't need nothing of that.
ne treba ti ništa od toga.
The only thing you need is this. And
Jedino što treba
he
ti je
pulled
ovo.
his rosary. The only thing you need is this.
Krunicu.
And he said, I don't know how to do it. It's so simple.
I rekao sam, ne znam kako to raditi. On kaže, jednostavno je.
Now you go home
Odi sad kući
and you pray the rosary.
i izmoli krunicu.
You speak to your wife, to your children, and you go to bed and sleep as a baby.
I pričaj sa svojom ženom, sa svojim djecom i odi spavaj kao beba.
And tomorrow, when you go to see these people, you just have to say to God, now you speak and I keep silent.
I sutra kada budeš išao na taj sastanak, upoznati te ljude, reci Bogu, Bože, ti sad pričaj, a ja ću šutiti.
And God will put in your mouth
I Bog će u tvoja usta staviti
the words that these people need to hear.
riječi koje ti ljudi trebaju čuti.
And I said, I don't know how to do it.
Ja sam rekao, ne znam kako to napraviti.
He said to me, there is the easiest way to go to heaven is losing weight as a balloon, no?
Najlakši put do neba je da izgubimo što više težine, što više sebe.
If you are big, if you are strong, if you weigh too much, the balloon would not fly up.
Ako si velik, ako si jak, ako imaš previše kila, balon neće poletjeti.
You just need to trust God.
Moraš samo vjerovati Bogu.
You have to decide, do you trust your computer?
Moraš odlučiti da li vjeruješ svom kompjuteru,
Your business plan?
svom poslovnom planu,
Your cash flow?
svom cash flow,
Or do you believe in God?
ili vjeruješ u Boga.
And I said again, I don't know how to do it.
Sam ponovio, ne znam kako to učiniti.
So the day after I went to that meeting.
Dan poslije otišao sam na taj
He
sastanak.
told me, do not bring your computer.
Rekao mi je, ne nosi svoje računalo.
But I took my computer.
Ali sam ga uzeo.
The meeting was at 6.
Sastanak je bio u 6.
And it was in the house of a person who has invited 35 people to join the meeting to listen to my plan.
I bilo je u kući čovjeka koji je pozvao 35 ljudi da bi čuli moj plan.
At 6 p.m. there was nobody in the house except the owner of the house.
U 6:00 u kući nije bio nitko osim vlasnika.
6:10, 6:20, 6:30, nobody came.
6:10, 6:20, 6:30, nitko nije došao.
We were speaking about stupid things.
Pričali smo o glupostima.
About the weather.
O vremenu.
6:45, nobody in the house.
6:45, nikog nema.
And then I went to the bathroom to cry.
I otišao sam u kupaonu plakati.
Because there was no a tree, so
Jer nije bilo stabla, pa.
And I was crying in the bathroom, and I prayed in the bathroom. It's a good place to pray. Well, you can pray anywhere, even in the bathroom.
I u kupaoni sam plakao i na kraju sam im molio. To je jako dobro mjesto za moliti. Možete bilo gdje, ali možete i u kupaoni.
And I said to God, you know what? I think we need money to do this.
I rekao sam Bogu, mislim da nam treba novac za ovo.
But if you want me to go on without money, I will go on.
Ali ako želiš da nastavim i bez novca, nastavit ću.
And then I heard the noise of the bell. Ding dong.
I onda sam čuo zvuk zvona.
And I
Ding
heard
dong.
on the other side of the door. I heard, oh, we are sorry, we are late because we had a meeting and the meeting was too long. And they said, no, come in, you're the first.
I na drugoj strani sam čuo ljudi kako govore, ispričavamo se što kasnimo, drugi sastanak je potrajao dugo, a vlasnik je rekao, uđite, prvi ste.
And then again, ding dong.
I onda opet, ding dong.
Put my ear.
Opet sam načulio uši.
We are sorry because our daughter had a meeting and we have to bring her to the meeting.
Oprostite, morali smo voditi kćer. Ding dong opet.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. 35 people came late. They all had excuse to being late.
35 ljudi je kasnilo i svi su imali izliku zašto su kasnili.
And I said to God, okay, I'm ready. I have understood you. Now I understand. You do the things. Okay.
Rekao sam Bogu,
let's go.
Sad je dobro, sad razumijem. Idemo.
They were in the room. I was very, very nervous. I was sweating.
Bili su u sobi, a ja sam bio jako nervozan, znojio sam se.
The owner of the house said, well, thank you for coming. Let me introduce you to Juan Manuel. He has a plan to share with us.
I vlasnik kuće je sve pozdravio, predstavio me, rekao da imam plan koji trebam predstaviti.
And he said this sentence.
I rekao je ovu rečenicu.
It's all about evangelization.
Sve je o evangelizaciji.
But this could be also a good business.
Ali ovo bi mogao biti i dobar posao.
And for me it was the alarm. Bang, bang, bang,
za mene je to bio alarm.
So he asked me to take the microphone and say hello to the people and start with my business plan.
I predao mi mikrofon i rekao da mogu započeti. Ja sam počeo sa svojim poslovnim planom.
Okay, and that I made the prayer that I learned the day before.
I onda sam upoznao onu molitvu za koju sam čuo dan prije.
I said, now you speak and I keep silent.
Rekao sam, ti sada govori, a ja ću šutjeti.
And I said one sentence that I never thought before.
I rekao sam jednu rečenicu o kojoj prije nikad nisam razmišljao.
The business plan is to die for Christ.
Poslovni plan je umrijeti za Krista.
When I said that words,
kad sam izgovorio te riječi,
I was astonished.
Bio sam iznenađen.
And I thought for an instant, what did you say?
I odmah sam pomislio, što si to rekao?
So I had to follow speaking, you know.
Trebao sam sad nastaviti dalje.
And then I say, I think that whoever puts money in this business,
i rekao sam, mislim da tko god uloži novac u ovaj biznis,
my business plan is that person is going to lose everything.
Moj poslovni plan je da će ta osoba izgubiti sve.
What is more?
Što više?
If we knew for sure now,
kada bi sad znali u ovom trenutku,
that we will make a film and we won't have any viewer,
i da ćemo napraviti film i da nećemo imati nijednog gledatelja,
if we had it for granted from the beginning,
da smo to od početka znali sa sigurnošću,
still we have to do it.
I dalje ga moramo napraviti.
Because this is not an initiative that some men are offering to God.
Jer ovo nije neka inicijativa koju neki ljudi nude i prinose Bogu.
It is exactly the opposite.
To je potpuno suprotno.
It is an initiative of God which is offering to us.
To je Božja inicijativa koju je on ponudio nama.
That's it.
To je to.
Well, the beautiful thing is that I was looking for 50,000 euros
Prekrasna stvar je što sam tražio 50,000 eura
during 7 months.
tijekom 7 mjeseci.
And in one day, I received 500,000 euros.
A u jednom danu sam primio 500,000.
And since then, I have learned that we shouldn't think too much.
I od toga dana sam saznao ne trebamo previše misliti.
We just have to obey.
Moramo samo slušati.
Obedience is the key for success.
Poslušnost je ključ za uspjeh.
And to obey is so easy.
A biti poslušan je jako lako.
You just have to look for the word of God.
Morate samo tražiti Božju riječ.
Through the scriptures.
Kroz pismo.
Through the people who talk to you.
Kroz ljude s kojima pričate.
Sometimes, many times God speaks to us through people.
Jako puno puta Bog nam govori po ljudima.
Through the sacraments.
Po sakramentima.
Through the confession.
Po ispovjedi.
And it is not difficult to know God's will for me.
I nije tako teško shvatiti Božju volju za mene.
Because when he wants us to know something, he does it. He speaks clearly.
Kada želi od nas nešto, on to jasno kaže.
And the voice of God is always sweet.
I Božji glas je uvijek sladak.
It is gentle.
Nježan.
But it has authority.
Ali ima autoritet.
He doesn't make opinion.
On ne daje mišljenja.
He's not opinion maker.
On ne stvara mišljenja, ideje.
No, he is the truth.
On je istina.
Nobody else has said, I am the truth.
Nitko drugi nije rekao, ja sam istina.
So he has this amazing capacity of letting you know the truth.
Ima taj prekrasan kapacitet znati da vam pokaže što je istina.
And when you find out the truth,
i kada saznate tu istinu,
you know that
znate
it is not your intelligence.
Da to nije vaša inteligencija.
It is not your efforts.
Nije vaš trud.
The way to know his will is just to listen.
Način kako ćemo spoznati njegovu volju je samo slušati.
So, to conclude,
da zaključimo,
I would say, I don't know what God has planned for each one of you.
Ne znam što je Bog imao u planu za svakoga od vas.
My advice out of my experience is the following.
Moj savjet iz mog osobnog iskustva je sljedeći.
If appears in your mind,
ako vam se u dođe
a crazy idea,
luda ideja,
which looks impossible for you,
koja se vama čini nemoguća,
but analyzing it, you realize that it is impossible because you think too much.
Ali analizirajući shvatite da je nemoguća jer previše razmišljate.
Because God doesn't ask us to make the impossible things.
Jer Bog od nas ne traži nemoguće stvari.
He asks us to do the very easy things.
On od nas traži jako jednostavne stvari.
We think they are impossible because we try to know the whole way.
Mislimo da su nemoguće jer sami želimo spoznati i saznati cijeli način kako će se odraditi.
And we just have to take one step after one step after one step.
A naš zadatak je samo raditi korak po korak.
And with these very little steps that we do,
a ovim malim koracima koje ćemo činiti,
he does incredible miracles.
On radi velika čudesa.
There were some people who were asked by Jesus to fill the jars with water.
Bili su ljudi koje Isus zamolio da napune posude vodom.
They just did it.
Samo su to učinili.
It was so easy.
Bilo je tako lako.
If they would have thought,
Da su razmišljali,
maybe they wouldn't do it.
možda to ne bi učinili.
Because they would say, but this is absurd to fill with water. We already have water. What we miss is wine.
Jer bi rekli, zašto da napunimo vodu? Vodom imamo, vino nam
It
nedostaje.
has no sense to fill the water.
Nema smisla sad puniti svom tom vodom.
Just do it.
Samo učini.
No, we should be sponsorized by Nike.
Trebao bi nas sponzorirati
No.
Nike.
Just do it.
Samo učini to.
No? Okay, we are going to feed them.
Nahranit ćemo ih.
No, what do you mean feed them? We have 2 fishes here and 5 loaves of bread.
Kako ćemo ih nahraniti? 2 ribe, 5 komadića
There
kruha.
are 5,000 people.
A tu je 5,000 ljudi.
And Jesus doesn't say, okay, you make the miracle. No, he said, you know what? Make them sit down in groups.
Isus ne kaže učinite čudo, nego samo nek sjednu u grupama.
It is
To je
not
sve.
difficult.
Nije teško.
Don't make miracles. I will do the miracle part.
Nemojte tražiti čuda, ja ću
And again,
učiniti
we
čudo.
throw the net to the right side. It is not. He's not saying, "Come on, you are going to do, I don't know, what pirouette in the air." No, it's just,
Kad bacanje mreža, kaže nemojte raditi piorete u zraku, nego
you
bacite
are a
mrežu.
fisherman. You know how to throw the net. Throw the net.
Ti si ribar, znaš baciti mrežu, baci mrežu.
Don't think too much. Don't think too much.
Nemoj razmišljati previše.
I haven't chosen you because you are so smart. No.
Nisam te izabrao jer si tako pametan.
And we see miracles when we just obey. When we just obey.
Činimo čuda kad samo slušamo.
So I could tell you lots of miracles that we have seen in only 14 years.
Mogu vam ispričati nebrojena čudesa koja smo doživjeli u 14 godina.
Lots of conversions.
Jako puno čuda. Obraćenja.
All kind of conversions.
Svakakva obraćenja.
From people who were desperate in life.
Od ljudi koji su bili očajni u životu.
Because they have done something really bad.
Jer su učinili nešto jako loše.
From people who were sad.
Od ljudi koji su bili tužni.
All kind of people. And now they are spots of light in the world.
I sada su točke, izvori svjetlosti u svijetu.
They have been resurrected.
Kao da su uskrsnuli.
I know so many dead people who now are alive.
Znam toliko ljudi koji su bili mrtvi, a sada su živi.
The impossible cases. No,
nemogući slučajevi.
People that we would have said it is impossible that this person would recover peace, or it is impossible that this person would be an apostle. It would be impossible that this person would be happy again.
Ljudi za koje bi rekli nemoguće je da se obrati, nemoguće da ponovno nađe mir, nemoguće da ponovno bude sretna.
God transforms our lives completely.
Bog naše živote potpuno mijenja, potpuno obraća.
Okay. So they don't let me speak in my house. So whenever I go out of my house, I speak a lot.
Doma mi ne daju da puno pričam, pa kad god izađem, onda mi daju, onda pričam puno.
So I think I should finish.
Ima 3 kćeri čovjek, pa onda.
Okay. Pardon? Exactly. I have brought with me, if you want to see the trailer of the film that we are releasing now.
Sa sobom sam ponio trailer filma.
Publicity.
Ovo je čisti publicitet.
Okay. So we see the trailer. It's a movie, a comedy, a musical comedy, Christmas musical comedy about the family.
Gledat ćemo trailer, to je komedija, film o Božiću, drama, ovdje.
So, I hope you like it.
Nadam se da će vam se svidjeti.
Queridos Reyes Magos y querido Papá Noel, este año nos hemos portado muy mal. Pero nuestros padres se han portado peor.
¡Yo no pongo GPS!
Pero si eres tú la que nos ha traído aquí, Caperucita.
Y por su propio bien, hemos tenido que castigarles.
¡Niños! ¿Dónde estáis?
¿Que habéis castigado a vuestros padres?
Hasta que se porten bien.
¿Y si no se portan bien? ¿Vais a matarlos de hambre?
¡Dime que es una broma! ¿Dónde está mi teléfono?
¡Que se besen! ¡Que se besen!
¡Ya está! ¡2 veces! ¡Ale, abrid la puerta!
Así besas a la abuela.
Nadie va a morir esta noche, ¿está claro?
¡Alto, no disparéis!
Esto se nos ha ido de las manos.
Dame el ordenador o conocerás el horror. Todo en mayúsculas, horror con H.
No vamos a permitir que esta familia se divida ni un milímetro. No queremos más discusiones en casa.
Esta no será nuestra última Navidad.
¿Estás ciego? ¿Acaso no ves lo que están haciendo?
Levanta tu cochino culo de mi sofá y lucha por mi hija. ¡Ahora!
Mamá, ya no sabemos hablar sin enfadarnos.
Pues intenta recordar cómo se hacía. Este partido lo vamos a ganar, a jugar.
Todos nos vamos a perdonar. Aquí no hay rencores ni marcha atrás. Juntos marcamos un nuevo gol. Unidos tengamos la fiesta en paz. La fiesta en paz.
Los pequeños somos grandes. Pronto lo descubrirán.
I don't know if you can read the subtitles, maybe from... No?
Jeste mogli svi pročitati titlove?
Well, it's a film about the family.
To je film o obitelji.
Whenever we make a film, it's always a surprise for us.
Kada god napravimo neki film, uvijek je iznenađenje i za nas.
I make plans, but then God changes my plans continually.
Napravim plan i onda Bog stalno mijenja moje planove.
And in a very mysterious way, He manifests.
Na neke tajanstvene i otajstvene načine on se objavljuje, manifestira.
And he lets you know exactly what you should do.
I govori nam točno ono što bi mi trebali napraviti.
And you know it with your heart.
A to znate u svome
It's
srcu.
impossible to explain.
Nemoguće je za objasniti.
I think it's the only way to explain it is what happens with you when you fall in love with a person.
Mislim da jedini način kako to objasniti je kao kad se zaljubite u osobu.
You know it is that person for you.
Znate da je to prava osoba za vas.
But you can't explain it.
Ali ne možete objasniti.
It's not a rational process.
Nije racionalan proces.
You fall in love, you feel that you should go for this love.
Zaljubite se, imate osjećaj da trebate slijediti tu ljubav.
You put your whole life in this project.
Cijeli život stavljate u taj projekt.
And only when you move towards this love, you realize it is true.
I tek kada napravite te prve korake i kad idete tim putem, onda shvatite da je istina.
Love puts you in action.
Ljubav je ona koja nas
Love is
pokreće.
not a sentiment, a feeling.
Ljubav nije neki osjećaj.
It is first a feeling, an interior feeling which moves you to action.
Prvo je osjećaj, ali onaj koji nas pokreće na akciju.
So, one day I knew that we had to speak about the family.
Jednog dana jednostavno sam znao da moramo pričati o obitelji.
It was the 1st of January 2021.
To je bilo 1.1.2021.
We didn't have money for the project again.
Nismo imali novac za taj projekt ponovno.
But we have learned how to get it.
Ali naučili smo kako ga skupiti.
So we prayed for 30 days to Saint Joseph.
I 30 dana smo se molili Svetom Josipu.
Come on, Joseph, come on.
Ajde, Josipe. Saint Joseph is here.
Oh, yeah. Well, the way of doing it is you put a paper under a statue of Saint Joseph.
Način kako to radite, stavite papirić ispod kipa.
So you put him a bit like this. No?
Da bude malo nagnut.
And you tell him, okay, you won't recuperate the 2 feet in the floor until you gain the money for us.
Neće se vratiti nazad na tlo dok nam ne dadeš novac.
It's a chantage, ¿cómo se dice? Es un chantaje. Well, and it works.
I djeluje.
So after 30 days of praying to Saint Joseph,
A ucjena.
Exactly. We started looking for the money, and in 3 months or 4 months we have the money, and we did the film, and here the film, it's already done.
I nakon 3-4 mjeseca smo skupili novci i evo, film
And
je napravljen.
we think that it is very, very, very important to now promote the unity in families.
Mislimo da je jako bitno sada promovirati jedinstvo u obitelji.
I don't remember who said, a saint said that the final battles of the church would be the battle of the family.
Ne znam točno koji je svetac to rekao, ali rekao da će posljednja bitka u crkvi biti za obitelj.
And we are already in this battle.
Već smo sada u toj bitci.
And we can be at home,
Možemo biti doma,
frightened,
uplašeni,
or we can fight this battle.
ili možemo ući u tu borbu.
There are 2 territories to fight this battle.
Postoje 2 teritorija na kojima se mogu boriti.
First territory, the most important one, at home.
Prvi i najbitniji je doma.
Yes, we have to fight the battle at home.
Da, tu bitku vodimo i u našoj
We
kući.
have to love each other at home.
Moramo u kući voliti jedni druge.
With no theories.
Bez bilo kakvih predomišljaja.
With acts of service.
Sa dijelima služenja.
And everybody, we all know how to serve the others.
I svi znamo kako služiti jednim drugima.
It's not a theory. It is a dish that I have to wash. It is the bed that I have to do. It is the car that I have to take to bring my daughter to a place. It is always, love is always very, very specific, very concreto, no? Specific, yes.
Ljubav je uvijek konkretna, to nije neka teorija, nego je to suđe koje moram oprati, to je krevet koji moram pospremiti, to je auto koji moram otići po svoje kćeri. Ljubav je uvijek konkretna.
We can fight this battle with our power.
Ovu bitku možemo boriti svojim snagama
or with the power of God.
ili Božjim snagama.
God is not a witness of our battles.
Bog nije običan svjedok naših bitki.
No, he wants to fight with us.
Ne, on se želi boriti s nama.
So we have to put him in the battle.
Moramo i njega dovesti u tu bitku.
Through prayer.
Po molitvi.
Prayer. We have to pray for one another.
Molitva.
For me, for my wife, for my daughters, for my cousin, for my uncle, for my family. We have to pray for one another.
Molitva za mene, za moju suprugu, za djecu, za obitelj. Moramo moliti jedni za druge.
And the second territory is the whole society.
I drugi teritorij je cijelo društvo.
The family is being attacked in the whole society.
Obitelj je napadnuta u cijelom društvu.
And it has no sense to complain.
I nema smisla žaliti se.
Or to be angry.
Ili biti ljut.
Or to speak about this between ourselves.
Ili pričati o tome međusobno.
No, this is a waste of time and of energy.
To je trošak vremena i energije.
We are the light of the world.
Mi smo svjetlo svijeta.
We have to shine up outside.
Moramo svjetliti izvan,
Any
na van.
family loving each other in the streets, in the working place, in wherever is a big spot of light.
Svaka obitelj koja se vidljivo voli na ulici, na poslu, bilo gdje, je jedan veliki snop svjetlosti.
We have to promote and defend the family, and we have to promote and defend God.
Moramo promovirati i braniti obitelj, moramo promovirati i braniti Boga.
We have to speak about Christmas.
Moramo pričati o Božiću.
We have to speak about Christ coming to the world to save us.
O Kristu koji dolazi na ovaj svijet da nas spasi.
This is Christmas.
To je Božić.
And we cannot accept that the sense of Christmas, the meaning of Christmas is transformed into something else.
I ne smijemo dopustiti da se smisao Božića pretvori u nešto potpuno drugo.
No, we have the responsibility of defending the truth.
Imamo odgovornost braniti istinu.
With happiness.
Sa srećom.
But with at the same time with strength.
Ali i sa snagom u isto vrijeme.
Okay. Let me show you, if I may, a song of the film.
Želio bih vam pokazati pjesmu filma.
Even though it's in Spanish, you will like it.
Čak i ako je na španjolskom, svidjet će vam se.
I have enjoyed so much the praising songs that you have sing before in Croatian.
Toliko su mi se svidjela pjesme na slavljenju na hrvatskom.
So if you don't understand the song, no problem. You praise God, and it's okay.
Ako ne razumijete riječi, samo slavite Boga i super.
It have the subtitles. It's this song is the children speaking about what do they want from their parents.
Ovo je pjesma u kojoj djeca govore što žele od roditelja.
And they say we want the same as any kid in the world.
I želimo isto koji svako drugo dijete u svijetu.
We want you to love one another like the first day.
Želimo da volite jedno drugo kao prvoga dana.
To speak like the first day.
Da pričate jedno drugim kao prvoga dana.
To listen to one another like the first day.
Da se slušate kao prvoga dana.
To kiss you as you kissed the first day.
Da se ljubite kao što ste ljubili prvoga dana.
To recover the love of the first day.
Da obnovite tu ljubav prvoga dana.
This is a miracle that we can ask God to heat up our love in our families as the first day.
To je čudo koje tražimo od Boga, da održava tu ljubav koja je bila prvoga dana.
How much we loved our husband or our wife the first day.
Koliko smo svoga supruga ili suprugu voljeli prvog dana.
How much we loved our son or daughter the first day.
Kako smo sina ili kćer voljeli prvog dana.
Every single day can be a new first day.
Svaki novi dan može biti ponovno prvi dan.
This is the song about.
I o tome je ova pjesma.
Mis clientes quieren lo mismo que todos los niños del mundo quieren de sus padres. ¿Qué es? Venga, decidlo, si esta pregunta es fácil. Hola, Belén. Mira, sí, que me preguntan que qué queréis de ellos exactamente. Sí, espera, que pongo las manos libres. Queremos que os miréis como el primer día. Queremos que os habléis como el primer día y que os respetéis como el primer día. Y queremos que os beséis como el primer día. Queremos que seáis príncipe y princesa en nuestro cielo azul. Sois nuestras estrellas, dos fieles valientes que luchan sin tregua, unidos para vencer a todas las fieras, contra amenazas mortales que surjan en toda la vida y puedan robar el tesoro, nuestro hogar y vuestras crías. Queremos que matéis a todos los dragones y monstruos que devoran nuestras ilusiones. Queremos que luchéis contra viento y marea y nunca os rindáis, por dura que sea la guerra. Queremos que lloréis, pero solo de alegría, y conquistar así la meta final. Aunque la alcancemos cubiertos de heridas, queremos ser ya desde hoy una familia unida. ¡Papá! ¡Mamá! No nos gusta castigaros, pero no vamos a permitir que esta familia se divida ni un milímetro. No queremos más discusiones en casa. Y para que os quede aún más claro, lo vamos a decir otra vez, con más fuerza. Queremos que nadéis contra las corrientes, sin importar jamás lo que diga o haga la gente. Queremos que os traguéis todo vuestro orgullo, que nunca calculéis si aquello es mío o tuyo. Queremos que lleguéis a viejos de la mano, pedimos siempre a Dios que estemos a vuestro lado. Queremos que os améis como el primer día y queremos que os beséis, sí, como el primer día. Bueno, pues os dejo a solas para que hagáis vuestros deberes juntos. Ahí tenéis la cena. Y si os portáis bien, mañana os tendré el desayuno. Hasta mañana, tortolitos.
Chusma, te lo advierto, ¿eh? No te acerques a mis hijos.
Así me gusta, papi. Defendiendo a la familia a muerte, como tiene que ser.
Pirata, bandido, hechicero.
Yo creo que es un ángel.
Sí, como Satanás.
No. Satanás divide las familias, no las une.
hubo una persona que fue al cine. Oh, sorry. I thought you had the gift of tongues.
Mislio sam da imate dar jezika.
Well, okay. There was a person who told me after the premiere in Madrid.
Bila je osoba koja mi je nakon premijere u Madridu rekla:
I'm eager to go home and kiss my wife.
Moram ići kući i poljubiti svoju ženu.
And I told him, that's why we have done this film.
Rekao sam, zato smo ovaj film napravili.
Another person sent us an email message.
Druga nam je poslala email poruku.
I have seen the film. I have been divorced for the last 7 years.
Pogledao sam film, a razveden sam zadnjih 7 godina.
But I'm going to invite my wife to come with me and see the film.
Ali pozvaću svoju ženu da zajedno idemo pogledati ovaj film.
I don't have the strength to do it.
Nemam snage to učiniti.
So I'm asking you for prayers.
Zato vas molim da se molite.
So we were praying for him.
Molili smo za njega.
Sometime later, she sent us a picture with his wife and himself.
Nakon nekog vremena nam je poslao sliku sebe i svoje supruge.
He said, we are together again.
I napisao je, ponovno smo zajedno.
No. We have known a lot of stories in this film and with the previous films, and the most beautiful thing is to see how God uses a simple film.
Čuli smo mnogo priča u ovim prijašnjim filmovima i najljepša stvar je vidjeti kako Bog koristi jednostavan, prosti film.
And very little people.
I jako malo ljudi.
To do miracles.
I čini čuda.
He loves to make team with little people.
Voli se uči i napraviti tim s malim ljudima.
The more little we are, the more power of God we see in our life.
Što smo mi manji, to više Božje proslave vidimo u svojim životima.
That's why we need to become as a child day after day, day after day, day after day.
Zato svakog dana moramo biti poput djece, postajati kao djece.
Trying to renounce to the temptation of becoming adults.
Odreći se te napasti da moramo biti odrasli.
Very intelligent, very powerful. No.
Jako inteligentni, jako snažni.
No, we have to accept that we are small, but God loves us being small.
Moramo prihvatiti tu stvar da smo mali, ali nas Bog voli takve male.
You see, is the opposite message of the world.
To je potpuno suprotna poruka od one koju svijet šalje.
The world tells us you have to be strong, you have to be big, you have to be intelligent.
Svijet kaže moraš biti velik, moraš biti snažan, moraš biti inteligentan.
No, not at all. It's not the right way.
Ne, to uopće nije pravi put.
Okay. So, I don't know if you want to say something, because if I speak.
Sad želim da vi nešto kažete, jer ja bi mogao samo pričati. Ako imate neko pitanje, slobodno postavite. Do you still play ping pong?
Yes. Do you also?
Da.
I love ping pong, yes.
Željko has a ping pong table, so he's inviting you. Yeah.
Okay, we're ready. Very well. What else?
Ako još neko ima, slobodno. Do you know what your next project will be?
No.
Ne.
I have many projects. All are beautiful. But whenever I say my next project is this one, then God changes my plan.
Kada razmišljam o mnogim lijepim projektima, ali kada god kažem ovo će biti moj idući projekt, Bog promijeni stvar.
My immediate project is to promote this film in many countries.
Moj trenutni projekt je odraditi promociju ovog filma u mnogim državama.
Now we released the film in 16 countries during this month.
Tijekom ovog mjeseca imali smo promociju u 16 zemalja.
And in January I will start thinking in the new project.
I općenito počet ću razmišljati o novom projektu. U prvom mjesecu. Reci. Slobodno. There's where we can watch the movie.
And the answer is... Magdi, you can tell us how to see the movie. In Croatian, please.
In English or in Spanish? Or in Croatian? You translate. No. Evo, hvala vam što ste pozvali Juan Manuela. Film možete gledati. Jučer je bila premijera u kinu Metropolis. To je kino koje je u sklopu Muzeja suvremene umjetnosti u Novom Zagrebu preko puta Avenue Mola. Dali su nam jedan datum, a to je 17.11. To je sljedeći četvrtak. Ako bude sve rasprodano, onda će nam dati i još jedan termin, tako da to tako funkcionira. To znači da ima interesa za pogledati takve filmove. Ako niko ne dolazi, onda oni tumače to da nema interesa. A i ulaznice mogu se kupiti znači preko interneta na ulaznice.hr ili na blagajni kinodvorane. Imate sve na internetu. Pišite Kino Metropolis u ulaznici, tu ćete vidjeti sve mogućnosti koje imate. Hvala. No. Eso lo pides tú. Yo? Bueno. Kaže da vas moram zamoliti da se molite da budemo imali više kinodvorana. U Zagrebu imamo jednu trenutno, ali želimo ići u drugim gradovima. Sada nas čeka uskoro i Split i Dubrovnik, ako Bog da, ali želimo se proširiti dalje. Mogu još nešto ispričati? Moram vam nešto ispričati što se dogodilo jučer. Jučer, voy a contar algo de ayer del estreno. Vale? Jučer je bila premijera, bilo je ljudi iz vaše zajednice i u jednom trenutku počeo film i svi su se smijali. I on je bio ovako sav oduševljen. I ljudi su se toliko dalje smijali da on mi je rekao, mogu li snimiti kako se Hrvati smiju? Dije que han grabado. Ven aquí. Le dije que han grabado cómo se reían los croatas. I onda on je ovako snimao kako se i bio je oduševljen. Rekao je, ovo je najbolja publika do sada. Dije que tú dijiste que era el mejor público hasta ahora, que se rieron mucho. Istina je, kaže. Šta još? Mogu ja ići?
One more question. How long did you work on the movie? The time?
We did everything in 1 year.
U jednoj godini sve napravili.
Which means finding the money.
Što znači pronaći novac.
Preparing the songs.
Pripremiti pjesme, napisati.
Looking for all the crew, all the people involved.
Znači ljude koji će snimati, glumiti.
Shooting the film during 40 days.
Snimanje filma 40 dana.
40 people, 40 days in one house.
40 dana, 40 ljudi u jednoj kući.
Then editing, it took like 4 months.
Onda montaža 4 mjeseca.
And then preparing the distribution and promotion. And in the 1st of December, 3rd of December, it was released in Spain.
I nakon toga priprema distribucije i promocije i 1.12. je bio film pušten u Španjolskoj.
For other films, it took us 4 years to do it.
Za druge filmove trebalo nam je i po 4 godine.
In this case, it was very fast.
U ovom slučaju bilo je jako brzo. Još pitanja? How did you come up to Međugorje? How did you find out about Međugorje? And a question from Magdi, where they can watch the movie Mary's Land.
Okay. Okay. I will make it short because it's a long story. But
kratko ću jer je duga priča.
First step, during 3 years, I was invited to go to Međugorje many times.
Prvo, kroz 3 godine sam hrpu puta bio pozvan da idem u Međugorje.
And my answer was always, I don't need to go to Međugorje.
Moj odgovor je uvijek bio, ne trebam ići u Međugorje.
3 years.
3 godine.
I also said to my wife, one day I said, why don't we go?
I onda sam jednom rekao svojoj ženi, a zašto ne odemo?
My wife said, if you want to go, you go, but I won't go to that place.
I ona mi je rekla, ako ti želiš idi, ali ja ne idem na to mjesto.
So I decided, okay, if she doesn't go, I wouldn't go.
I onda sam odlučio, ako ona neće ići, neću nije.
So I went to Los Angeles.
I otišao sam u Los Angeles.
And I met a producer.
I upoznao sam producenta.
The producer of the film The Passion of Christ by Mel Gibson.
Producenta filma Pasija od Mel Gibsona.
And his first question to me was not what is your name? No.
Prvo pitanje koje mi je postavio nije bilo koje je tvoje ime.
The first question was, are you married?
Pitao me, jesi oženjen?
I said, yes.
Rekao sam da.
With whom?
Za koga?
And I said, with a woman.
Rekao sam, sa ženom.
His next question was, is she Catholic?
I pitao me, je li katolkinja?
And I said, no.
Rekao sam ne.
Why don't you come with me and with your wife tomorrow to Međugorje?
Pitao me, zašto sutra ti i tvoja supruga ne bi otišli sa mnom u Međugorje?
And he said, it's very easy.
Rekao je jako jednostavno.
Because my wife is in Valencia, Spain.
Jer moja supruga je u Valenciji u Španjolskoj.
Međugorje is in Bosnia, Herzegovina.
Međugorje je u Bosni i Hercegovini.
And I am in Los Angeles.
A mi smo u Los Angeles.
So I don't need to explain why we are not going with you tomorrow to Međugorje.
I ne moram ti puno objašnjavati zašto ne idemo sutra u Međugorje s tobom.
And he said to me, maybe the Holy Mary has brought you here so that you and your wife go to Međugorje.
Možda te djevica Marija pozvala ovdje da bi otišao sa svojom ženom u Međugorje.
And I thought, another freaky of Međugorje.
Pomislio sam, još jedan freak o Međugorje.
So at night I call my wife. Hello, I have done this and this. By the way, I have met a producer, a very interesting person.
Navečer sam nazvao svoju ženu i rekao sam, radio sam ovo i upoznao jednu jako zanimljivu osobu, producent.
And he invites us to go with him to Međugorje tomorrow.
I poziva nas da sutra odemo s njim u Međugorje.
And my wife said, okay, let's go.
Moja žena je rekla, ok, idemo.
I thought he was kidnapped at home.
Pomislio sam da je doma od teta.
She had a gun here.
Ima pištolj prislonjen na čelo.
So I said again, Simona, it's me. It's your...
Rekao sam, Simona, ja sam.
Are you okay?
Je li sve u redu?
She was laughing and said, yes, I'm okay, let's go.
Nasmijala se i rekla, da idemo.
So then I said, no, I'm sorry, we are not going to Međugorje now.
Onda sam ja rekao, ne, sad ne idemo u Međugorje.
Well, we always do what she wants to do.
Jer uvijek radimo što ona želi.
So we went to Međugorje.
I otišli smo u Međugorje.
And we were there for 2 days.
Bili smo tamo 2 dana.
And our life changed completely in 1 minute.
I naš život se potpuno promijenio u 1 minuti.
Before that minute,
prije te minute,
my wife said, this is all una estafa. How do you say that?
Moja supruga je rekla prije te minute, ovo je sve prevara.
This is all a business.
Ovo je sve posao.
Which is legal.
Što je poslovno, što je legalno.
You see that person sells rosaries, it's okay.
Vidiš, ta osoba prodaje krunice, to je okay.
That person has a taxi, it's okay.
Ta osoba ima taksi, to je okay.
This one has a hotel.
Ova ima hotel.
The other one a bus.
Ovaj bus.
It's okay.
Sve je to okay.
But this is all a lie.
Ali sve je ovo laž.
We were talking with the producer and that morning he with the camera he made a shot, a very close shot of the visionary Mirjana speaking to Our Lady.
I pričali smo sa producentom koji je to jutro napravio jednu jako blizu sliku koja je izbliza prikazivala vicku tijekom ukazanja.
And my wife said to me, oh, she's a very good actress.
I moja supruga mi je rekla, ona je jako dobra glumica.
But after that, in a minute,
ali u jednoj minuti
her life changed.
Njezin život se promijenio.
I don't like to tell much about it.
Ne volim pričati puno o tome.
One day she will tell it.
Jednog dana ona će to ispričati.
But the thing is that she changed, I changed, our family changed in 1 minute.
Stvar je da se ona promijenila, ja sam se promijenio i naša cijela obitelj se promijenila u 1 minuti.
Because what we lived in a minute.
Zbog onog što smo doživjeli u toj minuti.
A step forward of God in our life.
Jedan korak prema naprijed s Bogom.
He demonstrated us that he was there.
On nam je pokazao da je on ondje.
So, I didn't have any plan to make any film about Our Lady.
Nisam imao nikakav plan o tome da napravim film o Gospi.
Not even to go to Međugorje.
Čak ni ići u Međugorje.
As I didn't have any plan to make a documentary about a priest.
Kao što nisam imao nikakvih planova napraviti dokumentarac o svećeniku.
And we did it.
A učinili smo to.
And then we made another film about the way of St. James, and I didn't have any plan to do that.
I onda smo napravili još jedan film o putu svetog Jakova, kaminu. Nisam uopće ni to planirao.
Then we made a film about forgiveness.
Onda o proštenju.
We didn't have that plan.
Ni to nismo planirali.
And now this film of the family.
I sada ovaj film o obitelji.
So, again, I don't know what's next.
Ponovo, ne znam što je iduće.
It's beautiful to see that God leads you.
Prelijepo je vidjeti kako te Bog vodi.
We follow him. It's not him who has to follow us.
Mi pratimo njega, a ne da on mora pratiti nas.
Many times we ask God to follow me. Follow me in my plan. I want to do this. Follow me and help me in my plan, in my plan, in my plan. And then you see going to the other direction, following him to his plan.
Puno puta molimo Boga da on ide za nama, da on nas prati u našem planu, u našim vizijama, a u stvari često onda trebamo uzeti drugi put i pratiti njega.